Oh, there's one. Friends and family day on the do today. Got my son Christopher and my buddy over there, Lawerence Brown. Couldn't stay home, the weather's been too pretty. Had to come catch a few of these little speckled guys. Today we're fishing the second week of December, and the fishing is just about right on target. They're not going anywhere. The only thing that's going to drive them out of here is an Arctic cold front, an Arctic mass. Like last year, we had 2 nights where it got down to 19 and 20 degrees. After those 2 nights, we didn't catch another trout for the rest of the winter. It also affected our springtime bite. There was none. You know, we're hoping this year that we have a mild winter, at least for the fishermen. Hopefully this will run right on through January and February. As we move closer to mid-November and December, you'll see a big influx of fish that'll push their way into the interior waters and deeper canals. And typically we look for fish to be staging in 6 to 8 foot of water. Today the water temperature is 51 degrees. Everything we're catching is in about 6 foot of water. We tried some other areas in 3 foot, 4 foot, where we've been catching fish last week when the water temperatures was 61 and 62 and didn't even get a bite. It's all dependent on how severe the cold fronts are, and water temperature dictates whether you're going to catch fish or not.
Yeah, it's been a great day. Bill had called me yesterday and invited me to come along. I don't fish a whole lot with Bill because I go in my boat and he goes in his boat. We see each other on the water quite a bit, but this has been a pleasure to be able to fish with him and his son. I wish I can get my sons out a little bit more than they want to fish, but one lives in Houston, just had a baby, so I guess I'll have to use other people's son to enjoy the weather out here. And just can't beat this South Louisiana fishing in the fall and the winter time. I've been doing it since I was probably 6 years old with my dad, and I'll do it with my grandchildren till I can't fish anymore. So it's just been a great day, again, fishing with Bill and his son.
Fish on. There's a little trout.
Right off the bottom.
Yep. Let's see what he bit. I switched over to that little blue one.
Did you?
He liked it. We'll take him. We're gonna be right here, just like you.
Yeah, I got my Jesus on yesterday.
If you can fish with him, you can fish with anybody.
I put the black ball on him.
I think the camera could have caught that one, Gary.
That's why it's sitting there, probably. Pretty good here, but it's not very big.
I saw that.
Nice, low.
As long as they're 12 inches. They eat better when they're 12. Slow, slow. Slow, slow.
I'm surprised this little green boat hadn't caught any, because there was a boat sitting right there doing real well. This reminds me of Bayou Guide back in the old days, when all the boats just lined up. You can almost step from boat to boat. You had a bump? Slow it down. They want it slow. Fish were cold, cold. Well, moving into this fall, I was anticipating it being pretty good, because this summer I didn't find it was as good as it has been in the past. And the old saying is, if it's not good in the summer, it's usually good in the fall. And sure enough, the trout bite started back in October, and been pretty steady since. And there's not too many days I don't come out here and limit out, so it's been really good. Finally.
Oh,
There's one. Fish on. Nice fish. There we go. Nice little winter fish. Cold as can be. Just hanging out on the bottom. That's why we live in South Louisiana, right there. Yeah, just sitting on the bottom. He hit it again. Nope, smaller, but he's there. I mean, it wasn't even moving. There we go. He's hungry. Nice little fat trout. Oh, there's another one.
He's always trying to do something different.
You better put that vixen on. And found my pattern. Pretty little fish. Don't even have to worry about measuring. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, there he is, fish on. Right there on the bottom, hanging out. Nice fish. That's what we're looking for. Almost looks like he's bedding down like a bass. Look at that. I don't know what it is. Fat fish. He's definitely rubbing something on the bottom. Nice one. Beautiful fish. Biggest one of the day.
There you go, that's a nice one. They all nice. I haven't seen any that's not nice. Chub minnow, baby. Purple and chartreuse. All right, give it a little flavor and a little color. We'll see if that does the trick.
You know Grafton Dermatology as one of Louisiana's premier skincare and skin cancer treatment centers. Grafton Dermatology will bring your beautiful body to its healthy fullest. Grafton Dermatology provides advanced treatment for all skin conditions, repairing, healing, enhancing. Grafton Dermatology, defining healthier skin and beautiful bodies for over 15 years. Latour Golf Club, the region's leading residential golfing community, is nestled amid beautiful landscaped greens and peaceful lakes. The 18-hole 72-par course was designed by PGA Tour champion David Toms. Golfers can enjoy the fully stocked golf pro shop, driving range, and putting greens. The family can also enjoy Latour Bar and Grill, which offers delicious cuisine. The Bayou region's premier golfing community. Live the life with Latour.
Keep On Casting is sponsored by the Prop Shop. We're more than just props. Spider wire. Nothing gets away. Berkeley. Catch more fish.
What's up, Mr. Willie?
Well, that's where I was yesterday and did well right there. Okay, buddy, same to y'all. You know, my wife tells me every time I come in from fishing and, you know, I tell her I caught 25 and she's like, why do you keep all those fish? What are you going to do with all those fish? Well, I enjoy cleaning them and give them away, but it's not so much about the fish. It's about more the bite that I get when that fish hits that hook. It just, you can't describe it, and I'm addicted to it, and it'll never go away. So she doesn't quite understand that. She thinks I'm a little sick in the head, but I enjoy it so much, I don't care what she says.
If I'd have known they had this many boats, I'd have never came back here.
Should have seen it an hour ago.
It was worse?
We went red fishing first and then came in here. We probably got 25 or 30 trout.
Today we were out here fishing. We saw at least 20 boats today. And for the most part, everybody was catching a few fish. But, you know, this time of the year, a lot of boats, a lot of people don't realize that the fish are deep. You know, when the water temperature is in the 50s, you got to fish deep to catch them. One of our favorite baits is those tsunami swim baits. Of course, each fisherman has his own favorite bait, of course, but we like the baits. We like the swim baits. They mimic what they're feeding on. We can get them right on the bottom, work them slow. Those fish a lot of times are actually in the mud, and you got to get something that goes down there. And today, you know, we saw people fishing with corks, fishing 2 feet, 3 feet deep. I mean, you know, that's not going to get the job done in the wintertime. Now, I'm not saying you can't catch some trout under a cork. When the temperatures moderate, you get back in the 70s and the 80s before the cold fronts come back, you can get up on some shallow flats and stuff, and sure, you may catch some fish feeding and catch them under a cork, but basically we don't mess with the corks much this time of year. Well, they're not monsters, but you know what? 12 to 14 inch trout, we'll take them any day. Better eating. Another one on the chub. There he is, fish on.
All you had to do was move 10 feet.
No, all we had to do was change baits. And move 10 feet.
And move 10 feet.
Bigger? Little 14, 15 inches.
Yeah, much better.
Yep. We just need to keep on casting. There he is, fish on.
That one little spot.
Right?
Get him, Dad.
Come on, baby, let's go. Hey man, you gonna help us? Or you just gonna sit down and watch?
My patience is wearing thin.
After the smoking you did on me like the cad back in February.
Yeah, you catching up.
Man, it's time to
Your
do
turn.
a little damage.
Your turn. The master
It's a little
is
better
on
fish.
fire.
It's a little better fish. He ain't coming up to shake. Might be a little rat red.
No, it's just a bigger trout.
Christopher trying to steal my fish
Look
right
at
there.
that. That's what we're talking about.
Bayou chub minnow, baby. Old standby Bayou chub, purple and chartreuse. I met a guy in Academy one day. He says, "You Capt Bill, huh?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Do y'all really catch fish on them purple and chartreuse Bayou chub? Because I bought thousands of them and yet to catch anything." I said, "Well, dude, you got to be fishing where they got fish."
It just goes to show you that every day it's not just catching. Sometimes you actually have to fish and constantly change baits and watch other people catch fish. And it happens. I'd prefer it not to, but it does happen, and you just have to be patient and keep at it.
We've been back here for the last 2 weeks using nothing exclusive bunker swim baits and mullet swim baits. And we just switched over to the chubs, and you know, we've been struggling most of the afternoon, and you know, now 5 or 6 fish that quick. So you know, you just got to keep swapping and find something they like. They're going to hit something.
We were definitely in the right area, but the timing wasn't just perfect today for us. But it's still a good day in South Louisiana.
There he is.
There he is, fish on again.
Coming to the top, baby.
Oh, that's a nice fish.
Coming to the top.
Man.
Here he comes. Here comes Mr. Yellowmouth. Woo. That's a good one.
That's what we like to see.
I tell you what, I don't know if it made a difference or not, but Lawerence,
Yes, sir.
while you wasn't looking, I grabbed my other rod and reel with the 12-pound test.
Ah,
Water temperature's 51 degrees. Lighter the line, the more sensitivity. You can detect a strike a lot easier. The fish don't see the line. So possibly, you know, 12-pound test might be making the difference right
yeah,
now.
could be. I'm
What
15.
size you got on?
I'm 15.
Oh yeah, that's
But-
it. You want to use mine? Let's see if we can get another one here.
Skin cancer is the most common cancer in the United States. In fact, more skin cancers are diagnosed each year than all other cancers combined. Most skin cancers are caused by too much exposure to the sun. The good news is that you can do a lot to protect yourself. Catch skin cancer early so that it can be treated effectively. Finding it early is the best way to make sure it can be treated with success. Call Grafton Dermatology for a consultation.
Latour Golf Club, the region's leading residential golfing community, is nestled amid beautiful landscaped greens and peaceful lakes. The 18-hole 72-par course was designed by PGA Tour champion David Toms. Golfers can enjoy the fully stocked golf pro shop, driving range, and putting greens. The family can also enjoy Latour Bar and Grill, which offers delicious cuisine. The Bayou region's premier golfing community. Live the life with Latour.
Keep on Casting Cooking is brought to you by Rouse's. Fresh food, fresh daily.
Hello everybody, we got Duke Landry and Jeremy Johnson. We're here at Duke Seafood in Livingston Parish. We got 2 restaurants now, but we are shucking and cooking for Keep on Casting. So we're going to do our oysters, which we specialize in. We actually are the home of the 5-time National Oyster Shucking Champ and 1-time World, and that's me. We try to specialize in these. You know, these are good Louisiana oysters, beautiful shells. They really go through a lot of hard work getting these things to come out right. But I tell you, Louisiana puts out some great products, and this is one of them right here. They're known all over the world, and I've traveled all over the world shucking oysters, and from China to all the way to Ireland. And everybody talks about the Louisiana oysters. But today we're just shucking a few, and you can see the meat right now is just a beautiful. This is prime time of the year. They're clean, they're salty, just good stuff. See, they're all just so uniform in their color. There's no milkiness to them right now, no dirt. Just a beautiful, beautiful product of Louisiana. Go. And over here at Duke Seafood, we do prep them 4 different ways. We do a fried oyster, but we specialize in our half shell. We also do the duped up oysters, which is our pepper jack cheese, smoked bacon bits, and jalapeno peppers, which Jeremy will be cooking in a few minutes on our open grill. And then we also do the traditional charbroiled oyster. It's another seasoned butter and your Romano cheese and just a good smoke off the grill. All right, now we've got our oysters shucked. They're good and clean and ready to go. So Jeremy's going to top them off with a little bit of our seasoned butter. It's a good Leon Perrin, garlic, salt, peppers, a good little mixture of the Louisiana basics. And then we're going to top it off with our Romano cheese. Now these are for the charbroiled oysters. This is a traditional. You'll get this at most restaurants that specialize in oysters in Louisiana. And you can hear them oysters are popping already. They were ready for that cheese. Now one we do also, it's called a duped up oyster. It's got our pepper jack cheese, smoked bacon bits, and jalapeno peppers we'll top with. There we go. And it's really, you can do this at home also. It doesn't take a whole bunch. You can do them outside, you know, on your barbecue pit, or you can also do it in the inside in the oven. It's just on the oven, you don't get quite the smoke flavor and all that, but it still cooks them through and through, and it still makes a great presentation. Nice. Okay, now the cheese is pretty much melted. We'll go ahead and put our jalapeno peppers on now, and that gives it that little extra pop. And as you can see, that flame just, as that grease, that butter hits that fire, and that's where you get that real flavor from it. Beautiful oysters. Nice. Throw a little bread on there too. Watch him. Look at there. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Louisiana oysters at their best once again at Duke Seafood.
You can find this recipe and more at keeponcastingtv.com.
Living in the South, we all love our outdoor activities. Most skin cancers are caused by too much exposure to the sun. Also try to avoid direct sunlight between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Remember to wear protective clothing and cover your head. Using sunscreen with an SPF above 15 with reapplication every 3 to 4 hours can do wonders. You're smart, have fun, but be safe. Call Grafton Dermatology for a consultation.
Latour Golf Club, the region's leading residential golfing community, is nestled amid beautiful landscaped greens and peaceful lakes. The 18-hole 72-par course was designed by PGA Tour champion David Toms. Golfers can enjoy the fully stocked golf pro shop, driving range, and putting greens. The family can also enjoy Latour Bar and Grill, which offers delicious cuisine, the Bayou region's premier golfing community. Live the life with Latour.
Closed captioning provided by Humdinger Lures, the bass catchingest lures on the planet.
Look at here. Couldn't let my good buddy catch all the fish. Had to start sooner or later. Now it's my turn. Get ready. Should be hammer time now. I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen fish beat up like that on the bottom, huh? Have you?
Well,
another fish on.
They laying in the mud.
Yeah.
I mean, look, water temperature gets down to 50 degrees. Those fish have to dig down to stay warm. They're not like a redfish. They can't tolerate that water temperature like a redfish can, so they go deep.
They just go deep and lay down.
They get these little sores on them, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, you know? It's
Yeah.
just little worms and stuff eating on them down there, I guess.
There he is, fish on.
There he is. Oh yeah.
You ain't got another clamshell.
That doesn't look like a clamshell this time.
That's it, baby.
Woohoo! There he is. Boy, they eating it. They eating it now, bro.
Hammer time.
They eating it. They ain't playing with it no more. Not playing no more. Here they come to eat.
Cool. That's what we're talking
That's a
about.
solid little fish. Let me get under you.
Right
Chris.
there.
Let me get under you.
Right there. Another fish on.
I know, but I want to come right here.
Oh, that's what it is, boy. I mean, they'll hit right when it hits that
You
water
got
out
one
there.
too?
Yeah.
Little double hook up,
Another
baby.
double.
Hook
Another
up.
double. Chris, how about a triple? Throw. Yes, sir. Beautiful. My time. They must be really plentiful now that I'm catching.
Come on, man, get out the way. I got one now.
It must be really plentiful.
Now, they turning on now. Turning on, baby. That afternoon bite. There it is. Switch it, tide switching.
Yep.
And we all know what that means.
That's it. It's all about the tide. This is what it's all about. One after the other. There we go. Might have splashed the camera. Get him, boy. gonna go throw in his hole since he can't catch them. Throw way over there. Oh, that's where they are too.
What's up?
Yeah, right there. That's the closest one yet, I believe. We're getting closer to the boat. Pretty. Good job. There's an might have to.
There he is, way out there.
Yeah, that's where I was just now too.
They starting to turn on
look right
everywhere.
there, right at the boat. Look at that.
Those double hook up.
Yes, sir. That's what we're talking about.
I tell you what, this is good.
Salah.
What's up, beautiful? I'm glad you could join the show.
Make you forget about all your worries when it's like this, huh?
Sure does beat
listen to somebody.
As always, we'd like to thank the military and everything they do for us. They make it possible for us to come out here and have great days like this. We enjoy our freedom, and until next time, keep on casting.
So Boudreaux comes in from a long night of partying. He goes to bed, gets up the next morning to go to work, don't even take a shower, gets on the bus, sits down, reads his newspaper. Along came a priest. Boudreaux says, "My father, what causes arthritis?" The priest says, "Well, probably long nights of partying and sinning." Nothing was said for a minute, and the priest says, "Boudreaux," he says, "why you want to know that?" He says, "Well," he said, "I'm reading right here, the Pope's got arthritis."
She gonna love the moon. C'est le club d'être à Lafayette. She gonna love the moon. She gonna love the moon. C'est beau danser avec tous les jolies filles. She gonna love the moon. She gonna love the moon. Danse avec les filles, oui c'est juste pour m'amuser. Je bois le bon Red Stripe pour me rafraîchir. Moi l'aime les faits dodo, puis moi l'aime les haricots. C'est ça qu'on appelle la joie de vivre. Et quand je me sens paré, I use my